Hello, welcome back to Grey the Gold Witch. Today we're going to be looking at the rest of your 2022. So we're going to look at what's coming for you in the second half of this year, and I'm leaving it open to what Spirit wants to come in with to let you know about the rest of your year, but I think this will be a really fun reading and we'll get some foresight into what you have to look forward to. So the first pile is opalite. The second pile is orange calcite. The third pile is garnet. And the fourth pile is rose quartz. So take a second and meditate on the piles for however long you need to. You can pause the video if you need to. And I will see you in your reading. Hey pile 1, if you chose the opalite, then this is your reading on what the rest of your 2022 is going to look like. So we're going to start off the reading by looking at celestial bodies cards to see if there's any significant astrological events or symbols that'll be impactful to the rest of your 2022. So first we have ascendant. 12th house, and we have 3rd house. Pile 1 with ascendant here, the first thing I'm thinking about is that the ascendant, and in this guidebook for this deck of cards, it talks about how this is the energy of the Big Bang for humans. It's being a part of this world, but not from it. Having a human body, but not being bound to it for eternity. This is an energy of beginnings and of the essence of who you are rather than the masks you bring to the table with new people. So what I see in this ascendant card is that the rest of your 2022 will be very much about meeting new people, experiencing new things, feeling kind of those impactful moments of life that catch you off guard abruptly and change your life within a second. It's the moments in your life that come out of the blue but end up having a lasting effect on your life. The rest of your 2022 is very transformative in your social relationships. And with the 12th house here, I see you really focusing on a deep resonance with people, and you're not going to be someone who wants to really small talk the rest of this year. You're going to be diving into your subconscious, diving into the unseen amidst the mundane parts of life. You're going to be diving into a spiritual awakening and really coming into who you were meant to be in this world at this time. And with 3rd house, I think you're going to be learning a lot at this time about the unexplainable, about your dreams. You're going to be, I think, very focused on your dreams in the next rest of this year. I also see that December is going to be a significant month, and March of 2023 will be a significant month for you. With ascendant here, I really just feel like you're ascending into a higher level of understanding of who you are and how the world operates around you and how you contribute to the world around you. Your social life is definitely being referenced here. You're having contact with people in a way you never have had before. If you haven't found your tribe up to this point, or people who really resonate with you on a deep level, that's what you'll be coming into this year. And you're going to be finding the people that really make you feel the divine in life. You're going to be exploring what you haven't explored before, reaching new depths in your understanding of the world and of your psyche. And you're going to be growing closer to the people who really resonate with you on a deep level. This is going to be a very powerful rest of your year, and it's going to seep into the next year as well. You're going to, at the beginning of 2023, this will still be going on. And what you're doing, it's so interesting. This person is just becoming larger, and I think that's what's happening for you, is that you're becoming more confident in who you truly are and expressing yourself as you want to express yourself rather than how you feel you should. You're being who you truly are. And I feel you feeling connected to your higher power in a way that is much stronger than you've ever experienced this far in your life. And the more you feel that, the more you'll want to learn and grow and figure out what is really happening in your life. I mean, I think you're going to just see life as this beautiful mystery that you want to keep understanding and living to solve. And yeah, you're just going to be having some very beautiful moments in the rest of this year that I feel like for once, like for the first time, you're really living for yourself rather than for other people. And you're living with such an authenticity, but also a humility and a respect for life. You've definitely ascended at this point in your life journey. This is, I think, the aftermath. Well, aftermath makes it sound bad, but it's a very positive thing. This is how your life has changed based on your ascension. And you're really drawing in the people that connect with you on a deep level. You're not having shallow friendships or connections or experiences at this point. You're living with substance and grit. And yeah, these cards are really coming in strong. So I'm going to move them a little bit up. And we're going to move into the tarot portion of this video where we dive more in depth about the rest of your 2022. So let's look at what the tarot has to say for pile 1. We have the Chariot, the 5 of Cups in reverse, and the 5 of Wands. Okay, 3 more cards, please. Six of Coins, 7 of Coins, and Strength. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna move these a little bit so we don't lose all of the vibes here. Cool. That's pretty good, I'd say. Okay, so pile 1. You really are just like coming into your power. That's the biggest thing I gather from your spread. I can see that you really feel sure of yourself in a way that you haven't in a very long time. And I think you've healed from a lot of grief over things that you've lost and people that have left your life and experiences that you had once thought would fulfill you but didn't. And you've done a lot of healing work over those things. And it's almost as though you're ready to get back into the ball game and to experience life and, you know, fight the good fight for happy experience. And I see you having like jovial, fun times with friends in a way that I think you've lost some significant relationships in your life, and it really stung and really hurt you. And with the Five of Wands here, I'm taking this as that you are making new connections and having that intimacy with friendships and not being fearful of losing these friendships, but more so just enjoying them as they are, as they've come into your life, and being grateful for the people who are currently in your life, who make an impact on your life. And with your social life, I really just see you moving forward and really knowing who you are, so you're able to show up in relationships with authenticity and an assuredness of spirit. Like, you're just going to be very, I think you know yourself more than you ever have. And this is making a positive impact on your relationships. I think you're stepping up into a leadership role in some experiences and showing your power in group settings like you never have before. I think you were a little passive towards life after this heartbreak and after you had to leave some situations behind. But now you're like dancing with the dance of life in a way that really satisfies you. And it just like, you have so much to look forward to, and I just see this being a very vibrant life where you're spending a lot of time with friends and enjoying life on life's terms. And you've definitely healed from some pain, and through this pain you've gotten to know yourself better and love yourself better, and you've learned well from it, and you've taken those lessons and utilized them. And the main focal point of this top part of the spread is that you've really come into your power and your confidence. You're definitely feeling yourself, but it's not like you care necessarily about your appearance. It's your life force coming through. It's like that ascendant card. You're just gaining in your power. You're gaining your knowledge of yourself and feeling confident in being true to who you truly are. Oh, see, you have so much energy that's waiting to be released, and I see it just being a very happy time in your life. Now, the bottom spread is really reminding me of your career, and I see that you have this very beautiful soul that has a lot to give to other people. And whatever you're doing for your career, you're giving love and your time and energy. And your time and your energy is very precious. I can see that you are very aligned with the divine, and you're a natural healer. You heal people, and with your rise in confidence as well and your rise in power, you're really creating a solid foundation in your means of making money. And I see this being a slow build, but I love the Seven of Coins card because this fire is so strong and radiant, and to me, this is a solid foundation for your life and career that you're building. And you're honoring what you bring to the table and realizing that it's special and that it deserves to be treated with respect. And the Chariot card here and the Strength card really mirror to me this similar strength, you really having confidence in your strength of spirit and in your soul's power, and not being afraid to wrestle difficult situations and knowing that you're going to come on top victorious. Like, you have a trust in your spirit and in yourself that you hadn't had before. And you're definitely building a solid foundation in your life that abundance can be built off of. And yeah, I just see you taking very like warrior-like moves where whenever you feel led to do something, you'll do it, and I see big results coming from that. And I think anytime you're upset about how things are going in your career, if there's ever times you feel stuck or unsure of what's going to happen, just remind yourself how precious your soul's gifts are and what you have to bring to the table, because this woman is just so precious, and you're going to be helping a lot of people. So just give yourself that love when that happens. I see you definitely being provided for and having a very positive time here. There's nothing to fear in the rest of 2022. It's going to be you really living life to the fullest and continuing to grow in your strength and confidence. And yeah, you're just making a very positive impact on the world around you. And it's important for you to recognize what you bring to the table, because people are very lucky to have you in their lives, pile one. And it's so exciting that you're just having these fun experiences and living life in this way, because I feel like for a while your life was very slow and hard to bear, and you've just come out stronger for it. And you're very impressive in your strength of spirit, and you have a lot to look forward to the rest of this year. So finally, we're going to look at some oracle cards to wrap up your reading. We have receptivity. We have confidence. That's awesome. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And rebel. Challenges authority to effect social change. Rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. This is going to be a fantastic next 6 months, Pylon. I'm very excited for you. And it's really cool, these oracle cards just really reiterate a lot of what we were talking about. Your confidence has risen, and the next 6 months I see you being very confident in who you are and who you truly are, which is this rebel that challenges authority to effect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. You operate from a knowing what you need internally, and you bring that out into the world. A lot of people operate by looking around them and seeing what externally people think they should want or need, but you are a rebel. You fully follow your inner intuition, and you're confident in who you are. And with attraction and receptivity here, I see that you're going to be attracting a lot of amazing experiences and people to you. All you have to do is just sit in this high vibration that you're already in, and these things will come to you. This is very beautiful. I think the 31st of some months might be significant to you coming up in this year, so I'd look at that. But yeah, you're just going to be bringing in these opportunities. It's not like you're going to have to actively search for them, because you're at this high vibration and being authentic to yourself. The right situations, the right people, the right experiences are going to come into you. So all you have to do is continue to build your confidence, be proud of who you are, know your worth, lean on the divine, and things will come to you. You have a lot of abundance that's just waiting to come in for you, and it's a matter of you just standing in your power and honoring that you have something special that can't be taken from you. Your spirit is very strong and very powerful, and you have a lot to look forward to the rest of this year, and you're just going to have the most fun. And the universe really does have your back, and yeah, this is just going to be a very fun rest of the year with a lot of opportunities coming to you. So just stay in your confidence and attract these things in for you. This is all I'm seeing for you, Pile 1. Have a marvelous rest of your day or night, and I will see you in another reading. Bye. Hey, Pile 2. If you chose the orange calcite, then this is going to be your reading on what you have to look forward to the rest of 2022. So we're going to first look at the celestial bodies oracle cards to see if there's any astrological events or synchronicities that will be important to you the rest of 2022. So first we have 11th house, Virgo, Virgo, and Descendant. Interesting. So the rest of 2022 has a lot to do with your chosen relationships, with the chosen communities that you enjoy being around. Descendant has to do with how we show up in relationships and how we show up in connections. And this is, I tend to think of this as like one-on-one relationships. And the 11th house is about intentional relationships and having relationships based on a shared vision of like similar values of what people want to experience in life. So the rest of 2022, I see your relationships being a huge factor in your life and really having people around you who share similar values and want the same things as you. And with Virgo coming up, Virgo season is August 23rd to September 22nd. So that could be a significant next part of your year. And also, there might be Virgos in your life who are significant the rest of this year. What I'm seeing, though, is that the main themes that you're going to be dealing with in the rest of your 2022 are loyalty, imagination, giving, and intellectual pursuits. So I see you really finding people that share similar values to you, who have similar passions, who really inspire you to make the best of your life. There's that saying that like you are a culmination, like a culmination of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Like you are who you spend time with. And I see you spending time with people who really motivate you and inspire you, and really finding those people that give your life that joy. And I see your life just becoming so much more fulfilling and inspiring because of this focus. And I see you're going to be really thinking about how you interact in relationships and what you bring to the table and what you give, as well as what you're looking to receive in relationships. You're going to just be very much working to better yourself, and also realizing that you want people who empower you around you rather than disempower you. You're really finding people who are on your wave and are on your vibration. And yeah, okay, so I definitely see August and September being significant, Virgo season, and November will be significant as well. This is all about just happy times with friends and growing deeper and more solid relationships, and really feeling like you have people who understand you and make your life brighter by being around you. And I see you sharing similar interests and values with these people, so you might meet them through school, through communities, through clubs. There's so many ways you can find these groups of people, but it's definitely people you have shared values with. It could even be support groups, vacation clubs. There's so many different ways you can meet people. But you won't be having superficial relationships with these people. They'll be built on the foundation of like-minded values and similar visions for the future. So that's really beautiful, Pile 2. let's look at, so orange calcite has to do with the sacral chakra. And I definitely see, and the sacral chakra has to do with relationships and emotional connections. And that's the main focus of the rest of your 2022, is really having those people that have your back and you feel a deep resonance with. These are the kind of people that you want in your corner. It's like true friendships. The deepest friendships you've ever had. So, for the next portion of this video, we're going to look at the tarot cards and see what's happening the rest of 2022. 5 of Swords. The Moon in reverse and the 2 of Swords. In reverse as well. Okay. For pile 2, what do they have to look forward to the rest of 2022? 5 of Cups in reverse. Death. Can I get one more card for pile 2, please? And the 4 of Wands. Okay. So pile 2. What I see happening for you in the rest of 2022 is that to bring in these like-minded, positive relationships, you're going to have to let some people go who don't have your best interest at heart. There's some people who are in it for themselves and are selfish people that exist around you. And right now I see that you aren't able to really see their motives and intentions, but they will be revealed, and you're going to make the decision to walk away from these people. And you're going to go through a grieving process, but know that you're going to be empowered in the fact that you chose yourself. And by the end of the year, you're going to really have found this harmonious relationship with the people who you're going to be drawing in those connections with the people who really understand you. So you're going to have to leave some things behind to get this harmony and this community and this beauty in your life. I'm hearing that there's some people in your life who are playing games and they don't have your best intentions at heart, and those are the people you're going to have to leave behind for the rest of 2022. And this chapter, this event happening is inevitable, and you're going to be stronger for it. The universe is taking the trash, is what I just heard, out of your life to bring better things in. And this period is going to be very worth it in the long run. The 4 of Wands is all about sustainable long-term happiness. But first you must let go of what doesn't serve you any longer. What relationships are you giving to that aren't giving as much? What relationships are taking more from you than they're giving? There's some imbalance here that the universe is coming in to correct and to bring you into harmony and be around like-minded souls. Let's see if there's any other information that Spirit wants to bring up Nine of Cups. Any other information on the rest of 2022? Temperance. By the end of 2022, you're going to have a wish fulfillment come in. Something very exciting that you've been wanting to have happen for a long time. That is a new chapter in your life. And you're going to be finding balance in your life and a harmony that's less dramatic. I think you have some chaotic, dramatic people in your life. And they're being moved away so you can come into this period of balance and peace. So you're definitely going to have to be letting some things go in the remainder of 2022, but it's for your highest good, and you truly will be thankful for it in retrospect, but it might be kind of difficult to go through as you're experiencing it. But you're going to know yourself so much better for this and really trust yourself in a way you had never trusted yourself before. This is an experience where it's going to be formative to the rest of your life, but it's going to be a little rocky getting through it. So Spirit's kind of just saying, hold on for the ride, and we're bringing you your utmost happiness, but we've got to shake up your life a little bit to get you to that utmost happiness. So yeah, I can see this being difficult, but it really is in your highest good, and that's what Spirit's wanting to make clear. I'm hearing gives you hell. Yeah, there's just some people who aren't in alignment with you, and that's what's changing in your life. And Spirit's bringing in people who really, like what we were talking about at the beginning of the reading, these beautiful people who are in harmony with your life. That's the end goal for you. And so to get those people into your life, you have to let go of some other people who I'm hearing are baggage to you getting to this point. So you're going to really just be finding the right connections for you and letting go of what isn't working. And these periods in life are really hard and really upsetting, but the point is this is not your fault. These relationships are leaving your life because they weren't good enough for you. And so remember that you deserve relationships that treat you with respect and love, and just because these people weren't in alignment with you, that doesn't say anything about you. That's just where they were able to meet you at. It's not your fault. And that's the main point of this reading, and why Spirit's bringing this in, is to know that what's happening for you in the coming months is happening for you and not to you. And that for you to come into true alignment with the life you deserve to live, you have to let some things go. So to finish off the reading, we're going to look at some oracle cards that hopefully will give us more context into the rest of your 2022. We have Victim, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. The Ladybug and Sweet Pea, happiness. And 6, fulfillment. Okay, so this is a very, it's crazy how much these cards reiterate what we've been talking about. So I think that the main focus of the rest of 2022 is to get you out of this victim mentality, to realize that things aren't happening to you, and you're going to figure out how to empower yourself from difficult situations and make yourself stronger for them. So this is all about getting rid of the victim mentality in your life so that you can have more abundance come in. And I see that this pattern plays out in your family, and this victim mentality is a generational pattern that you will be healing this year. The rest of this year is for you to heal this so you can bring in the right relationships to you. Because the overall point of the storm that you're going to go through is happiness and fulfillment. And you are going to have happiness and fulfillment by going through this storm and weathering this storm. And I see that you're already in the process of going through this, and it's an uncomfortable experience, but it's going to bring you to your true happiness and true fulfillment in this life. And you're doing very, very powerful shadow work during this time. And just know that it's going to lead to lasting happiness and abundance in your life. So even as you go through this, just know that there's a rainbow on the other side of this storm. And I've been through this before. I've healed these issues in a similar time frame that you're going through it a few years ago, and it's worth it. Even though it sucks in the process of it, it's very much worth it. And you're going to be so much stronger and have so much faith and confidence in yourself by going through this. So just know that this will pass and this is not forever, and you're going to have a much more fulfilling, happier life because you went through this shadow work and this time. So yeah, pile 2, this is what I'm getting for you. Allow others to help you during this time, and yeah, just keep fighting for yourself because it's going to lead to happiness and fulfillment. It truly will. So this is all I'm getting for you, and I will see you in another reading. Bye. Hey, pile 3. If you chose the garnet, then this is your reading on the rest of your 2022 and what it will look like. So we're going to first look at the Celestial Bodies Oracle cards to see if there's any astrological synchronicities or experiences that will be relevant to your 2022. So the first thing we have is the 7th house. We have 22. And we have masculine. All right. That's just what we'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. So, pile 3. The rest of your 2022, what Spirit's bringing a big focus on is relationships. And in this particular spread, it's definitely about a romantic relationship. And I think you're going to have a strong impact from a masculine figure in your life. And this has nothing to do with gender identity. We all have feminine and masculine energy in us, and someone who is more masculine dominant will be having a big effect on your life. And the masculine astrology signs are Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. So this person could be one of those signs in their sun, moon, and rising. And what I really see is you're building a relationship with somebody in the next rest of this year. The 22 is all about the master builder. And you're building a solid foundation with a romantic partner in your life the rest of this year. And you definitely already know them. So if you're curious about who this person is, you might have some curiosity, but this is coming in like right as you're watching this reading, if it hasn't already. So yeah, you're building a relationship. It might be long distance at times. There's definitely a sense that this is a slow burner, but you're building something very solid. And so the rest of your 2022 looks like it's all about getting into a deeper connection with somebody. And yes, very romantic. It looks very romantic here. And I think it's a very healthy relationship, and you're building it off of a solid foundation. So it's very clear what Spirit wants to bring in for you is that the rest of 2022 is your relationship's going to be a very big factor in your life. And I see this starting as soon as now in July. So yeah, you have a lot to look forward to. Let's dive into the tarot cards. And this could be a platonic friend, but for the majority of people watching, this is definitely romantic. We have the Ten of Wands. Father of Cups, Four of Swords. Okay. We have Nine of Cups. I can definitely feel some apprehension from you. Daughter of Wands. Like, you're not really sure if this is what you want, but let's get into the tarot cards to discuss this, why don't we? Mother of Cups. Wow. So we have a pair. We have Father of Cups and Mother of Cups. Okay. And the Two of Cups is on the back of the deck, of course. So, of course. So, pile 3. You definitely have had your... Spirit's coming through with the phrase, you've had your butt handed to you in past relationships, and you've had people who really didn't treat you right, and you've healed from this, but you're definitely apprehensive about getting into a new relationship, because I'm hearing Off the Table by Ariana Grande. Like, I think you were with someone in the past that you thought was the one, and you had to let them go, and so starting a new relationship, and I think you can tell that this one's going to be serious. I think it overwhelms you, and that's rightfully so. I mean, relationships can be really overwhelming sometimes. What I see for you, though, is you also might have some fears that you're not prepared, you're too, like, I think you're just second-guessing everything. Like, am I mature enough for this? Am I prepared for a relationship of this level? And with the Mother of Cups coming up here, I see that you are, and it's by healing from the past that you are prepared for this. I think you're scared of this being too much to handle for you, or out of your comfort zone, out of your ballpark, but this person is dependable and reliable and really cares about you, and they're going to make you forget about what happened in the past and lead you into calmer waters. And I can see living in the present moment with them and just enjoying life is going to be very beautiful. I think there might be a little bit of this person might be a little bit older than you, and that's where those fears come from. If you're ready for something serious on that level. However, the more you heal yourself and heal from past pain, the more you'll be able to see with clarity that this is what you want. This is a very solid, stable relationship where you and this person are bringing equal amounts to the table. And I see you having a lot of fun with this person and really enjoying every experience you have. And I think you're really looking for something to go wrong. You're waiting for something to be wrong with this, or for you to get the ick of this person, or like not, for you to just not be interested. I think part of you is scared that because this person's such a nice person and is so solid in themselves, I think part of you is scared you're just going to lose interest because they're not an asshole, which is like fair whenever you've only been with people who treated you badly. But I see that the more you heal yourself, the more you'll be prepared for this relationship, and you're definitely mature enough for this. I think this is kind of getting out of your head and realizing that this can be a slow burn, and when you're with this person in the present moment, I can see a lot of happiness and positivity and enjoyment. And it's only whenever you think about the past or move into the future that it gets overwhelming. And I see that this is someone you really are going to build a life with and experience all that you want to experience with. And you're going to be very happy with this person. It's important for you to recognize that you deserve this and that you deserve love. And sometimes you're going to need to rest and spend time away from this person and take care of yourself and have space to recharge your battery and come back to the relationship. So I see that your main priority is to tend to yourself, tend to your garden, heal yourself, and the more you heal and take care of yourself, and the more you focus on yourself, the more you'll be able to show up in this relationship. And I see this relationship being very different from anything you've had before, and comparing it to the past won't get you anywhere. So Spirit's definitely warning you against doing that. And this is a journey. This is someone that you're going to walk a long road with, I'm seeing. And you're at the initial stages of it, and that's scary, but Spirit's really coming through to say that this is a stable partner, this is a stable rock, and this person treats you with the utmost respect and love and patience and kindness, and nobody's perfect, but you both balance each other out in a very harmonious level. This is definitely a divine connection that was brought to you from Spirit. If you're still having fears, I keep hearing Off the Table by Ariana Grande. I think there might be some healing still left to do from this past relationship that hurt you. And spending time with this person will help you heal that. I'm really hearing don't put all of your eggs in one basket with this person, even though this is going to be a very solid long-term relationship. You're being asked to keep it light and just enjoy the present moment with this person and enjoy the serenity that exists within this relationship, because it's nothing like you've had before. And this is the rest of your 2022. This will be a big impact on you. I feel like you're really growing into a more mature version of yourself and enjoying peace and serenity in your life and stability in your life in a way you haven't before. But there definitely will be times where this person triggers you and you feel overwhelmed by this relationship, and you're just being asked to be gentle with yourself and take this a day at a time and communicate with this person when things feel difficult and when you feel overwhelmed. So to close the reading, we're going to look at some oracle cards that will give us extra context into the rest of your 2022. We have Guide, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Free yourself, it's time to take back control of your life. The Beaver and Birch, Home. And Joy. Oh, okay. There's some experiences from the past, and I can see just heavy relationship experiences that still have some control over you and control over how you operate and how you even see yourself. And you're being asked to free yourself from the past and realize that those were valuable lessons to make you realize what you really deserve and what you really want. And Spirit wants you to know that you're being guided right now, and the divine is all around you and taking you on this journey of your life, and you have nothing to fear. And I can see that it's overwhelming, but with the owl in this card, I can see that you're going to have insight when you need to, and you're going to know how to move forward when you need to. And in the end, we were talking about stability in the 22, and you're building a home in the situation, and you're really finding your true joy. And I think part of you is scared to allow yourself to feel this joy. You're waiting for the ball to drop or for something to go wrong. And things are going right. Like, you have a beautiful thing in front of you. And the more you can free yourself from the past and let go of those wands that you've been carrying from past relationships, the more you can be present in this moment and build a new life for yourself. You have a lot to look forward to. Pile 3. And the more you heal, the more you'll be ready for this. And I think you really want this deep down. I just think that a part of you is still stuck in the past. It's like you have one foot in, one foot out. And what Spirit's trying to do is lead you into this new chapter with assurance and clarity. And the more you find confidence in yourself and grow into this Mother of Cups who is wise and can see how the divine's working in her life, the more you grow into this, the more you'll be able to stand up for yourself and communicate your needs with this new relationship and feel solid in yourself and in starting this partnership. So, yeah, this is the rest of your 2022. Definitely love-focused. And Spirit's with you every step of the way. And this is definitely divinely led. So just follow your path and don't let the past hold you back. Pile 3. This is all I'm getting for you, and I will see you in another reading. Bye. Hey, Pile 4. If you chose the Rose Quartz Heart, then this is your reading on what you have to look forward to the rest of 2022. I hope you're having a beautiful day or night, or wherever you're watching this. To start the reading, we're going to look at the Celestial Bodies cards and see if there's any synchronicities in terms of astrological events and phenomena that might be helpful to you. So we have 3. Lunar eclipse. And new moon. Firstly, okay, I don't know, I keep laughing, so I feel like you're going to have a lot of laughter in the coming months. So firstly, I see that the moon cycles are very, very relevant to your life in the remainder of this year. I would keep a close eye on them. When the moon is waxing, I tend to act more. And when the moon is waning, I still act, but with more of a reliance on what the universe is going to bring to me. And basically, I just think the moon cycles are going to have a major impact on your year. And something massive is happening in the November lunar eclipse for you. So what I'm seeing is that this time up till the lunar eclipse is going to be very massive for you. And a lot of change is going to be happening. 3 is the number of expansion. I see you communicating your true self and your needs and who you are and expressing yourself as you truly are. And this making lasting impacts on your life. I see you communicating a message to people in your life, and I see there being quick change that's coming into your life, quick new improvements and blessings and surprises, and also some that will be happening later in the year. But I see that the rest of 2022 is very fortuitous for you. There's a lot of blessings coming in. You're going to have a very fortunate rest of this year and feel very fortunate. And you're going to very much feel the divine at work in your life. And I feel like you're going to, when you track the moon cycles, you're going to see a very close connection to major events in your life and the moon cycles. So that'll be interesting to keep up with. I think that you're supposed to follow the moon cycles very closely at this time. So I see also with 3 a lot about your interpersonal relationships, a lot about your friendships. You're just going to have a lot of communication in your life, a lot of spreading the passing of ideas and thoughts and perspectives. You're going to have a lot of intellectual stimulation at this time. And some very fortuitous is the word that keeps coming up. Event happening
during the lunar eclipse. And fortuitous, let's look up the definition. Happening by chance rather than intention. So you're going to have some things happen that just happen by chance. You don't expect them to happen. And I mean, it's the divine working in your life, but you're just going to have some beautiful surprises happening in the coming months. As soon as the next new moon, when you're watching, and the lunar eclipse in November is going to be massive for you. So, with that being said, let's get into your tarot cards. What does pile 4 need to know? I'm thinking about that part in Shrek where Fiona is singing to the birds and she hits a note so high the bird explodes. I don't know why that just came into my head, but that just did. Death. The Hermit in reverse. The Eight of Swords in reverse. The Six of Swords. I'm hearing Therefore I Am by Billie Eilish. Nine of Wands in reverse. And the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay, interesting. Pile 4. So, there's going to be some major shift in your life coming up where things aren't the same as they were. And that's very broad, but basically something's going to happen that reorients your life, and it's going to be a major shift that you don't exactly know how to handle. And I think part of you is going to be very excited about it, but also when it happens, and it's something you've wanted. It's something you've wanted for a very long time. But when it happens, it shakes up your world a little bit. And once you have it, I feel like you feel a little vulnerable to people's opinions and thoughts of you at that time. And you feel like you don't want all of the attention you're getting based on this success. But I see you seeing the good and the bad that comes with this and choosing to focus on the good rather than the bad. And not letting people's opinions get to you. Know that there's always going to be negative opinions thrown at you. And deciding not to fight against opinions that aren't worth it. You're taking the good and leaving the rest. And you're having some major events happen in your life. And a lot of doors are opening for you. And your life is expanding, for sure. We were talking about expansion earlier. Your life is expanding. But with it comes some negative attention and feedback and opinions and just negativity being thrown at you. And in the end, you're just like paying it no mind, but I see that this transition is going to be a little difficult for you. Just having people give you unwarranted advice, and your life is just going to change in a fundamental way. And this is, I think, for the coming months, you'll be adjusting to it and healing and reorienting your life in perspective to how your life is now rather than how it used to be. So I see you choosing to pick your battles and fighting for yourself and not fighting every battle, knowing when things aren't worth your attention or energy, and standing up for yourself when you know you should. You might be coming into some sort of prominence in your community, or I think you're coming into success, a windfall of success I'm hearing. But with the good also comes the bad, so you're just experiencing, I think you had always seen it from the perspective of the good and not of the difficulties that come along with it, and you're just experiencing both now. And I think you had wanted this for a long time, but once you have it, I think your introverted side comes out and you're like, I don't need all this attention, like, let me stay in my room. I don't know. You're just not going to want attention on this, but you're going to adjust to it and have a lot of joy from this experience. But your life is definitely changing in a fundamental way, and it's a manifestation you've wanted to come in for a long time, and it's adjusting to the new reality of it. So, yeah, you have a lot to look forward to, and why don't we look at the oracle cards for final info. Child Divine. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with others. The Porcupine and Anemone. Boundaries. And positive intention. Wow, yeah, you have some major success coming in, and it's because of your collaboration with the divine. And the Child Divine, in other oracle decks, it talks about like people who end up in the public eye have this archetype, or they utilize this archetype. So I could definitely see this being something about just having success within a community or with in the public eye as a whole. And I think it has to do with your vulnerability and your expression of yourself that leads to this attention. And the main thing is that you'll be learning over the next few months, the rest of 2022, is how to assert internal boundaries and not let people's opinions get to you, and know when you need to be vulnerable and when you need to assert a boundary and stand up for yourself. Because you're doing this work and you're coming into this recognition with positive intention. And by recognizing when people are coming at you with negative intention, I think you'll have a better perspective on these events. I just can tell you're very sensitive, and some of the success will lead to painful conflict, but you're going to learn how to navigate those harsh perspectives and learn how to navigate life for yourself in a way that's sustainable for you. So this is just like a learning process, and you're this beautiful spirit that the world's lucky to have, and you're just learning about boundaries through this experience. You're learning how to stand up for yourself and take care of yourself, and how to stay vulnerable even when people can be assholes. So, yeah, you have a massive shift happening in your life over the rest of 2022, and you're just being asked to stand up for yourself, stay confident, and ride the wave of this with hope and knowing that the divine is working for you in this chapter. Let's pull one more oracle card for fun. If you have a question, we're going to ask Spirit that now. Okay, so I'm going to pull two different cards, so pick one or two. Okay. So the first card we have is It's Up to You. You're really just the manifestor of your life, and you're the creator of your life, and it's up to you what paths you go down and what decisions you make and how you act. You are the creator of your life. And the second one is no. So, whatever you asked, I'm really just hearing don't let the haters bring you down. Their opinions aren't valid. Set boundaries. No is a boundary. Okay, You have a lot of success coming in, pile 4, so get excited. This is all I'm seeing for you. I hope you have a beautiful day or night whenever you're watching, and I will see you in another reading. Bye.